question for you. If you were sitting at the end of a hallway and you knew, okay, so it's a T-shaped hallway. We got one end, boom, T-shaped hallway, okay? And you're in charge of closing. And you know deep down in your gut, there's no one else in the building. There's no kids, there's no parents, there's no strange adult people. There's no true crime events about to happen. Nothing. There might be a man with a chainsaw who's about to go chainsaw those bushes, and it's gonna be a little bit loud, but there was no man in the building, okay? So you're telling me that with this deep knowing in your gut, okay, that like there's no one in the building, all the doors are locked, well, except for the one that you can't lock because you forgot your key. So now you're waiting for your boss to come down to lock the door for you so you can leave. So you're just sitting there at the end of the hallway, just la 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 on the other end of the T-shaped hallway, just charging your phone, la 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 la. And then boom, you hear slam. And you know deep in your little heart of hearts, that's the door. That's the door of the classroom. That was the same sound it made when I shut the door, or when I opened it later in the morning, or in any other time of the day. That's the sound of the door. That was the sound of the door. The door in the hallway was just opened. What the fuck? What the fuck? So in this moment, I beg to ask you, okay, put yourself in the mom mindset, okay? All of this happening, knowing no one is in the goddamn building, and you hear door shut. First thing I want to ask you, what's scarier? You knowing you're in a haunted building and that it could be a ghost, or the fact that it could be a person and you're just a lady? What is scarier? Because that's what I was thinking to myself. And then next thing you know, I hear little fucking feet, like little bare feet, like not shoe feet, like little tiny feet go stop on the ground, like run full fucking speed down to the ground. And now that I'm like more like smart and aware of things in my mind, in my crown, in my third eye, like that little kid was totally just pulling a fucking prank on me. And you know what? Funny as shit now that I'm looking at it, that's funny. But at the time, that was not funny. Fuck you, respectfully. Because what the fuck? What? I'm just a little daycare teacher, okay? Just charging my little phone, and then I hear the door slam of the classroom, and then I hear feet running at me. And all I can think is, what's worse? What is worse? Me meeting my demise, and accidentally manifesting a true crime event into my life. And now is the moment where I die, and I'm gone because of this moment. Or it's a ghost, and the ghost is running at me. What happens when a ghost is gonna run at you? Bitch, I don't know, because I don't know. It literally got like towards the end of the hallway and faded out. No more. 3 minutes later, the boss shows up, and I'm sitting there like fucking gobsmacked, flabbergasted, at heart in my asshole, like. I sound like a fucking Sims character who drank too much wine. Like, I don't know. Okay. I can't explain it. I will say, I've had coworkers seen high chairs moving with no kids or no babies in them, no airflow, no nothing, and they would just start violently shaking or moving. They've seen that. I was alleged. I never saw that. People said that. There's so many stories, but for my story, the other one that really spooked me, really scared me, was the day I was opening. 6:45 in the morning. It was so early, and I know I was not that tired, I was not hearing things. So usually there's two kids that showed up, Spider-Man boy and Sleepy boy. Spider-Man boy and Sleepy boy are great, we love them. However, it wasn't them that I heard Audley. I'm saying her name because, I love her name, guys, and you will never find her. But Audley, oh my goodness gracious, Audley. She doesn't come in the morning. She's not supposed to be there on the day anyways. She was supposed to show up on like a certain day. That was not her day to be there, and that's what I knew. I was like, why am I hearing Audley's voice? Why am I hearing Audley and her sister and the rest of her family? Why am I hearing, what the fuck? Okay, but why, also, bigger question, Audley, my little smiley ball of sunshine, why is she crying? why can't I hear her audibly crying? And I was so fucking confused. Because I could hear it, like, loud as day. So mind you, like, okay, like, I'm sitting in my chair. And to the left of me, like, that ass is the hallway, brick hallway, the wall, and then hallway, and then exit. So I can hear when the door gets opened, the main door, so I would hear if somebody opened the door to come in. I never heard the door open, I just heard audibly crying. And I was like, what the fuck? Okay. So then I get up, I go walk to the door to go open the door to see if I can help her. Like, well, first I wait a second because, like, first of all, it's not my prerogative. Like, I need to let the parent do their parenting. However, once it continued on for a minute and it was not stopping, I was like, okay, well, maybe I need to step in. So then I went in to go step in, and because I was just like, what the. So then I go step in and I open the door, dead silent. Dead fucking silent. And I'm like, well, how, well, maybe, well, what if by the time I was walking here and they just managed to like just leave, and I don't know, I wasn't really thinking I don't know, you know? And so then I decide I'll go check it out. So then I go to the other door, so I go back in the classroom, back past my desk, and then open the door, okay, to the back door to go look in the parking lot. There's no fucking cars. It is literally impossible to get your children reloaded in their car seats and out of that fucking parking lot within 30 seconds, unless you were like literally illegally just like, you know, and there's no reason for them to be there. And so I knew what I heard was not them, and I was just like, okay, cool, got it, we love that. And then the kids as well, they would always see things in the basement when we would go into the gym. They were looking, yeah, the gym was spooky. I really wanted to explore the gym, but I never got to. My ex did it with somebody else, knowing that I wanted to. So, that's why I'll do my own shit. Anyways, I need to just say that in spite, release it out of my system, get the vengeance out. Okay, what else? Speaking of children seeing things, I forgot to say something about Jimmy. I wasn't going to speak about him. However, we were watching this kid. Funny name as well. Not funny, beautiful, but her name was Rebel. So we were watching Rebel, little like 2 or 3 year old. Well, mainly my partner at the time was now ex, and they were watching her, okay, but I was just there because I lived there, and she hated it downstairs. She hated it. I hated it. She would cry. She didn't really like it as much. And she would like see some things in the hallway. She didn't like the hallway. And then, sorry, I got my dog's attention. And then we took her upstairs, and she'd be like, "Hi, hello, girl." She's just happy as hell to see the whatever the fuck is upstairs, but downstairs she don't want to see that shit. So it's just proof that whatever it was is not good, not good, not good. What else was there? What else? Sorry, what's my dog doing, dude? So I need to let my dog up. There's so much happening. I need to start doing these at night. I don't know why. I love doing them in the morning. Like, it just gives me so much joy and happiness, but every time I do it in the morning, it's just so loud and so chaotic. It's like I can't just like fully tap in because there's so much happening around me. Like my dog, for example, I'm just like, are you good? Are you good? Are you good? I'm like, I should let her in, but I just don't. Hold on. There's the yellow butterfly, and it's going to my rose bush, you guys. Oh my gosh, you guys don't understand how happy I am. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love the yellow butterfly. And I think it lives on the honeysuckle bush over that way. And then it just shows up sometimes. And I just turn this on right when the butterfly's there. And now I'm just so happy. I'm just overfilled with happiness. There's a bunch of weird men outside. And I'm doing weird yard work, which really makes me sad because I'm like, yo, the bushes do not deserve this. Like, why are we, y'all? But besides that, though, I'm just like, there's the butterfly. Okay, I need to look into that. For me, I just think it was such a sign of just joy and hope and optimism. But what are we talking about? What are we talking about? We're talking about ghosts. Let me see, what other ghost stories do I have? So, speaking of St. Ignatius Hospital, look it up, Colfax, Washington. My grandma and my mom decided to take me there, I guess. When I was a kid, when I was like abandoned, I was like 2 years old, and apparently I kept seeing this woman dressed in blue, and so did my nana. We kept seeing this woman dressed in blue together. However, eventually we were just walking through, and then little old me allegedly starts screaming and freaking out, crying about a man in white, and we needed to leave, and so we left. Yeah, I don't remember that, but that happened. And weirdly enough, I've always been very drawn and very attached to that place, like very attached and very drawn to that place. And I don't know why. I went there myself last August, actually. I had a great experience. I loved it there. I want to go to Perkins' house at some point. Colfax is so full of haunted stuff there. I wasn't like as tapped in there. I really went there just to more explore, and I was so divinely protected, like deadass, that like I wasn't really receiving much. Like I received some. I out freaked the ghosts. Okay, I was like, "Do you want to cuddle?" And then the energy would like leave or whatever, and I was like, "Fine, whatever." Where when I'd be like, "Do you think I'm pretty?" And then I'd be like, "Cause." I don't know, I'm just a girl. I was just having fun. It was just for shits and giggles. But now I want to go in there and I'm like, I want to tap in. So, yeah, whatever. I don't really want to. I use this an EMF reader and like, or is that what it's called? And then like it went all the way to like the certain color, and it was more like reassuring for me because it's like outsourcing my internal knowing, because I'm like, well, I don't know, I'm just assuming, I'm just a girl, and then it turns out to be true. Oh, now's a great time to chew that. We love that. That's amazing. Is that my cue? Stop talking. I think this is just a short little message. Look what I painted. This little demon guy. He goes rawr. I can't do. I don't know. I was just fucking around, y'all. I was really just fucking around. I'd rather do this than doom scroll. This is what I was talking about with brain food and stuff. He's a one-eyed Joe now. Well, fuck. Oh shit, fuck, shit. Yeah. Fuck, damn it. I can fix this. Everything is fixable. It's okay. Oh my god. I'm a kid. Do you want to see my... Yo? Hello? No more ghost stories. Ghost story. Now we're talking. I'll think of other ghost stories. I swear I've gone through so much. Y'all. Oh. Yeah. I wasn't thinking of something. Can you stop? Sorry, I love you. Just not. I don't know. First of all, fit check. Look at this. So I'm sparkly, right? Okay. Sparkles. Okay, so look what the fuck has happened, okay? This is some crazy shit. I got like, I'll take it as a spiritual attack, low-key. I don't know. Because Gregory, I took it as a spiritual attack. He's my messenger plant. So I need to make a video about that. I'll make a whole video on it. But just look at this. You see this? How do I show you this? You probably can't see this. Shit balls. Oh shit. You see that? Maybe? Plant on the ground? It's freaking nuts. That's all I gotta say. My plant was on the ground. And now, oh, I can't really move him. He's really secure now. Oh, I can. Be okay. Come here, boy. Making our way downtown, walking fast, down homebound. We're gonna show the people how beautiful you are. Because you had a big fall this morning. Now we're gonna show how good you're doing. You had such a big fall. But now he's thriving, no longer surviving on the floor, asking for help. Like, mother, help! I've fallen! Ah! And so now we just gotta put this guy back. I don't know. I'll explain why I thought it was a spiritual attack later in another video. Yeah. So anyway, love. Cat hair. Excuse you. I love you. You're amazing. Smoke cleanse. Yeah. Thank you for watching. If you're still here, you should subscribe. Let me tell you the ghost stories now. If you're still here, I have more. I do have more. Sorry, I trailed off, but I do have more. I grew up in this house myself, actually. Why did I not start? Why did I not start with this? I guess it's because I repressed it. Okay, so my grandma attracted Sarah. Sarah came to her. I don't know how that happened, but Sarah came to her. Okay, probably from like something that she was doing or some weird place she was at. She just got an attachment, and so Sarah just ended up coming with her. Okay. The funny thing about that is, okay, as Sarah's playful, very playful. She made my skeptic of a grandpa believe in ghosts because he was in the shower and his soap went missing. It literally disappeared, which means she took it from this universe, this 3D, this dimension, this plane, and like he looked away and it was gone. And he could not find it for shit. And that was the day. He's like, damn it. Okay, finally, I believe in you. I believe in you. God damn it. She'll take so many like shiny things or whatever, but you can trade her with not pearls, with marbles and feathers. You can trade stuff for her. And apparently, I've seen it happen though. It's crazy. Okay, and then so my ex was really sensitive, and when he was living with me because he was homeless. Wow. Right. So crazy. And then he would all the time be like, dude, the ghosts are fucking with the lights in the living room, and I can see it. And I'm just like, dude, you're right. Dude, it's crazy. Because all the time I'd be like, nah, you're fucking crazy. You're lying. Nah, whatever. And one day I got up and I was like, what the fuck? Because it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And I'm like, my grandparents, my nana, my papa, they are not going to be with the lights at 2 in the morning. And repetitively, like he's been seeing this shit repetitively? Like this is not the first time. Uh-oh, she's getting too hot. Oh. The camera's doing a little shaky thingy, so she's getting a little warm. That sucks. But, yeah. I'm still used to set up my other laptop. So yeah. Let's see. What else? Or the time that I saw Robert. So Robert lives downstairs. I don't know his story. I never wanted to know his story. I think my grandma said he fell off of a cart, an apple cart from an old apple orchard. The apple orchard used to be there in the fields. There's no longer an apple orchard, but he used to be either the owner or worked for and also a part of, but was on a horse-drawn carriage and had like a, so I know this because I saw it. He has a hat, just like a golfer cap hat or like an Irish cap hat or like a pub cap. I don't know how the fuck to describe it, but I could just, in the shadow, it was my first time ever seeing an apparition, okay? All I could see was torso up, right, like this, silhouette. I could tell he's wearing a jacket of some sort. Like if you could see a silhouette of someone wearing a jacket, and then I could see the neck shape, like a little, kind of like a smaller, rounder head with the hat. I could just tell what hat it was, but I can't, like, obviously, because I don't know the kinds. It's not in my life, but I don't know. I've seen movies. It's like Peaky Blinders, mate. No. So yeah, basically, that happened. I was just chilling, laying in bed, in the spare room watching TV. I think at this time I was just visiting my nana's house. I was not living there, and I was just really kind of like young at the time, not like young. I was like, I don't know, like fuck 15, 13, 14, no, 16, 17. I don't know, somewhere around there. And I was just chilling, and watching a show. And at the time it was sunny out, and so the sun was coming through. And the only time there'd be a shadow like that would be if somebody was walking around outside. So when I first saw the shadow, when I first saw the apparition, I thought it was kind of a weird shape. Thought it was kind of weird, but I didn't think much of it. Took it in, I recognized it, I acknowledged it, I thought I was being watched, but no, I'm just good. So I look back up thinking, okay, well, there's somebody out there. Someone's watching me from out there. I look up, look around. There's nobody down there. I look back, it's gone. So there's nobody in the yard. Nobody in the yard, nobody in the house. It was not a full body either. So that was really weird. It's really weird. He wasn't as black as Jimmy was. Jimmy was something else. That was bad. I don't know what that. I don't know. He just feels angry. He just feels stuck. He doesn't feel demonic. He does just feel angry. He feels stuck. And maybe I should help him. Maybe that's what I need to do. Maybe I need to help him move on. Maybe that'll be later. I'll do that later. That makes me feel really overwhelmed right now. How would I do that? Maybe I could help him. I wonder if that's an option. I think he's kind of wanted to fester and turn into something demonic. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, that's still an active problem because my grandma now currently lives in the basement and he is still there. It's still a problem. What else? She always watches me in the hallways. I'll tell you that. And that's when I first learned that in the darkness as well. Sometimes you're just being watched. You know, people are watching you, but it just depends on the feeling. And if you ever get that way, so you can imagine your room or the house or whatever you're in. Imagine all corners of the room. Boom, boom, light, 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 and light. There's so much light energy. Just keep light energying up the fucking place as much as you can. And say like state your boundaries. Oh, I can see the butterfly again. But state your boundaries and just be like, hey, no, I only allow love and light into the space. If you are not of love and light, then you are not allowed with me. Sometimes I'll literally go into graveyards, right? And I'll just go and I'll remember their names. I'll go read their names just to remember their story. That way they're never forgotten fully, you know? And then I'll read, oh, it's a wasp that came up to the window. Hello. That was scary. But so sometimes I go up to there and I'll leave and I'll be like, um, if you are of love, if you are of love and light, you are allowed to follow me home for temporary. Your home, my home is safe with you, and then I'll also allow them home with me, cause fuck you, yo, fuck you, people. I also feel like, you know, like it just gives them another safe space to be, another place to be, especially if they're of love and light. I work very closely in tandem with death, I feel like, in like weird ways that I don't even acknowledge, but I've been doing it ever since I started working more with Hecate. Um, and death for me is just kind of silly and silly, goofy, weird. Where for me, I just hold a lot of certain weird beliefs about it as well. It's like I don't know, I don't really understand it, but I just go with the flow with it. And are you guys out of peanuts, my love? I think there's something left. Yeah, I've got something. You're good, you're good. Oh, she's had her babies, I can tell because she's slimmer and she's going. Oh, and that's also why there's so many more of them. God, leave her alone. But now there's another one. He's chasing her. Have I heard things fully? I think I would be more open to hearing things if I trusted myself and I believed in myself. There's the yellow butterfly again. Oh my goodness. Like it guys, it's just big and it's beautiful and it's huge and it's just so gorgeous and like majestic. And I'm usually terrified of butterflies in a weird way. I'm not even gonna lie. Um, hmm. So yeah, love and light. Just choose that. You like it's just that energy, you know. Like you don't need a fucking cross. You don't really need a cross, bro. I literally even considered it for a second. I should have just got more in touch with Hecate though. Yeah. You're amazing and you're wonderful. And if you have any discussions or questions or you want whatever in the comments, party it up, y'all. Good vibes only. I will see y'all later and I'll post this whenever I feel the vibe is right. I just wanted to finish this while the topic was fresh on my mind. I don't think I have anything else I wanted to say about the spooky, scary stuff with that. I think there is. I think it actually opened up a whole can of worms where I feel like now I need to go sit and like journal about it. So I'll catch you later.